Hi, my name is Laura Baum. Welcome to Offline to Online Marketing. This is a 20-minute preview of a longer event that you can access in my Facebook group for sustainable and profitable business development for holistic health businesses. We're going to share the link below this video to join the group, and we highly recommend that you join us in that community of company leaders. Thank you for being here. You are in the right place. If you are currently serving dozens of clients each week, you're on your feet fulfilling amazing service, and you're low on energy to do much of anything else to grow the company. You might be hitting the same ceilings year after year and not seeing a revenue growth or changes that you'd like to see happen. Your strengths are in person. You're better in person with your customers, patients, and clients. And you feel that way about marketing too. You are happy serving people, and you've even found a way to meet a lot of your needs, financial too, with your business. But you sometimes struggle to keep up with the business. And you know that if you were not within the company fulfilling services, keeping stuff going, then it would just fall apart. I'm here to tell you that I understand this feeling completely as someone who's been in the industry for about a decade. And I was a holistic health practitioner when I started. This talk is not for you if you are all of those things, but you are simply not open to applying any changes right now. If you're really, really just frozen up and not willing to make changes, or if you're not at all open to using online marketing to grow your business. You won't always have to grow your company. That's the beauty of company ownership. You get to choose. I'm not going to get all showy or promise you six-figure outcomes. I can't promise anything, even if you enroll in my program, or even if you did all the pieces that we encourage you to implement, though you will be more likely to reach the desired outcome if you do. Instead, I'm here to help you understand how I flip the situation energetically to be able, and physically too, let's be honest, to be able to make room for other things that I desired so that I could get out from under the obligation of having to run things one particular way. Again, I'm Laura Baum, holistic business coach and health entrepreneur. And I've been in the hybrid space, meaning I've had online and in person activities for my company, Laura's Botanicals, since 2018. I started the company in 2017 with a handmade physical product maker brand. Okay, so maker. I sold low price physical products and herbalism education, holistic health education workshops, and consultation services. So the things that you're seeing and trying and thinking that's what I have to start with. I have to just start there, and that's how I'm going to begin my business. Yes, it is a place to start. And I absolutely love my industry, and I still offer wellness component to my services because you have to have the education of the modality to serve the modality. But it's not my sole existence. It's just a component that I adore. The reason why I changed things and kind of went off the unexpected path with what is usually done in holistic health service is I looked at our yearly numbers for Laura's Botanicals in those early stages. And I saw not a bad outlook in revenue, but a really high number in annual expenses. I wondered what I could do to lower expenses, increase revenue outlooks, increase customer spending, and increase customer retention. That wasn't because I only thought about money, but I did want to think about the best ways to earn money and the best ways to grow something for the long term. My area, my physical location needs holistic health options and herbalism education. It's a dire situation. And I knew that my current method to grow was based in acute transactional thinking, not longevity. I was also on my feet so much for service fulfillment, and that did not feel sustainable. So I began exploring other ways of building and growing companies, and I started applying very specific changes in 2018. Some of these things were outside the box, again, for what I had learned in my certification programming when we were talking about entrepreneurship with our modality. The company, is now we, the company, with a team of three. And we have higher customer retention, meaning people stay with us for a longer period of time when they've purchased with us. We have higher average customer spending. I went from about $45 average customer spend to about $1,000 average customer spend per customer. And those are not even the high numbers that we do sell in our for products. Our expenses lowered over 80%. Okay. So we started making better revenue, better customer retention, and we basically completely removed our expenses, meaning we had better profits. And most important, and the most important for my personal health as a person who is navigating and has been navigating autoimmune for the last decade, I'm at a really good place now. Our service fulfillment hours went down from 50 hours a week to just 5. So we now have energy and time allocated to growing and leading the company instead of just maintaining the norm, maintaining the service. I can leave the situation or I can take off if I need to, and things don't go away. In fact, sales can keep happening and things can just keep happening for us. I don't have to be there constantly. I serve the company as CEO, and that in itself is a role for a company to grow. It means that I'm not stuck doing dozens of hours in service fulfillment, but I'm forward facing for the company, making serious outreach conversations to move not just the company forward, but the vision of the company forward to really change things in our industry. These operational shifts are something that I can help you do in a very streamlined and guided approach in my program, okay, which is called the Holistic Online Business Accelerator. I was happy with my business, happy to serve with holistic health originally, but I wanted to reach even more people, have different kinds of impact, open up to different levels of revenue potential. The work now is absolutely limitless because I'm securely running the company as a leader instead of stuck inside doing all of the fulfillment, which I've mentioned before. But let's talk about marketing now. And let me remind you that I have been a teacher, a holistic health provider, and I have been through my entire business journey. In fact, I started making shifts into online marketing while running a second grade classroom. To learn more beyond my courses and books, I also dove headfirst into marketing and virtual assistant freelance jobs. I even got a job helping to do marketing for a 6-figure-a-year marketing agency. That's an interesting story. Marketing has been a big part of my company's growth. It has gotten more affordable to market the business with the operational changes I spoke of a minute ago. And because we, the company, continue to market consistently, even through those operation changes, so we now receive higher perceived credibility in the market by our existing and potential customers. And that only happens with consistent action. My overall recommendation for all startup companies in the health industry is this. If you want to market, so if you want to actively grow your company customer base and income right now, you should market with more effort and money upfront and then dabble out later once the effects of the branding and marketing can be actually felt. This can take a couple of years for most companies, and it takes place when your digital ecosystems are obvious. So there's lots of data insights and there's participants, proof of existence, and the validation of your offers. Customers have experienced your services and products. If you presently have one without the other, then you know where you need to start doing more today. There are 3 other things that I want to introduce to you today that if you apply now, it'll immediately help you get more comfortable with shifting into the online space with your company's messaging. Let's first talk about something that all businesses have in common, and that's the unavoidable thing in business. We have to talk about our businesses more. I have discussed this with some service-based providers in my community before, and some of them have mentioned to me that they have a discomfort with going in the online space to talk, and or they see online talking as a different place than the in-person space, and that they're better in person. I get it, it's a big jump, but the faster you do it, the faster you see the results. And then you just keep jumping, right? I worked with a Reiki coach once who took several coaching sessions with me before she made her first public social media post. That was a huge breakthrough for her. there can be some really serious blocks. I've seen it up and close now with many of my clients. I empathize with this. It might feel unnatural to start revealing things about yourself online and to start really talking about your work. But what we have discovered that can quickly help you get over this hurdle is just a simple mindset. And you might want to take a moment right now to get a pen and paper to write this down. Go ahead and do that. Okay? One simple mindset. Here we go. We're going to have to talk no matter what. And the online space is just another space to learn. And it's just another place to be present with people. You got that? Good. This is something to keep by you whenever you plan messaging online, before an online talk or a class, anytime you post, actually. Remember that being present is a powerful tool online and off. By being more present online, you are holding space for people who really need you. And there are people online who need you too, and they're just waiting for your message. The next step that helps us with getting from offline to online easier, that's our goal today, is to learn our online identity. I elaborate how to do this in my full workshop, and I give personality assessments so that we can address how to understand ourselves for marketing, how we want to show up, and to really ensure there's a personal alignment in our marketing plan. Many people, when they make attempts to do social media or other online marketing, and I'm definitely guilty of this, is that we try to replicate methods or personalities with marketing that do not match our own. This causes failures, it causes a lack of desire to be consistent, and the strategy fails. We have to find our own voice within our industry, not just try things because they seem to work for other people. The truth is that you don't have the facts, rather, about those other people or social media accounts. So what might seem successful for them might very well not be. And also you have to figure out your own way, and that will be articulated in your products and services as well. People can feel it. In my coaching, I have a great activity that I provide clients to help extract qualities of themselves for their messaging. I have even helped clients discover amazing messages and content ideas during conversations in person with their customers, patients, and clients. So their in person work. And that's done without any disturbance to their therapeutic sessions. People want to be listened to, and this is absolutely critical for your ongoing marketing success online and off. The final step I want to leave you with today is to know what are the great ways that we have tested and used to get people to not only pay attention to us, but to also be able to then easily convert them into customers. We at Laura's Botanicals have created a 1, 2, 3 simple system for attracting new leads without any kind of bro marketing tactics, and then nurturing those leads and then selling those leads. Again, I helped work in a bro marketing big time agency. So I kind of was right in it with it, see what I didn't like and apply what I do like. We help our clients learn and use the system. And what we have learned when shifting into attracting high spend customers within our company is this truth. Customers do not get discovered, they are instead developed. Okay. Again, customers do not get just discovered, they are instead developed. It's a big myth, right? That the customers are just always out there. It's such a broad situation then, right? And it's going to get very, very confusing. But if you think about development, you can start messaging more strategically. So what does this mean exactly? This means that marketing should be a system, not an activity. Even small startups, right? So you and us, right? You with no team can apply a most basic system. Systems are instead of just trying different things, implementing the same things on repeat, which might sound very obvious, but if you take a hard look at your marketing, you might see that things are not systematic. They're actually just kind of, you're random or just not cohesive. Okay. The other thing that we should not do is not message all of the leads the same way. Again, because each person is in their own stage of development for customer development. And a lot of money could be left on the table or really spent wrong way if we avoid this truth. So understanding just those two things will 10x your marketing efforts today, regardless of where you market, online or off. Okay, a final bonus step that we wanted you to consider, because we don't want to just leave you with just a few things today. We want you to really go and apply and change your situation. And this is, what to consider as a health business startup company. Again, if you are that within 0 and 250K a year, because that's the general guideline for what a startup is. Here are the two words you should always consider if you are in that phase: momentum and assets. Both are absolutely critical first stages of the startup company. Momentum is the feeling that things are happening continuously with our participation or not. The truth is that online marketing helps us gain momentum really well and really effectively, because lead generation is so easy to accomplish and you don't have to borrow traffic. You can own it. So assets are a feed off of that. They are your email list, your digital marketing ecosystems, those are online groups, social media profiles, and your company specific intellectual property. It can be easily converted into opt-ins or landing pages for your offers, your products. So using your own thoughts, expertise, information gains you credibility and differentiation in the marketplace. It also increases the perceived value of your products and services. So it's definitely done those things for my company big time. When I started moving into online marketing for my company, Laura's Botanicals, and started to see success with it, I didn't really want to go back to the alternatives, what I was trying to change to begin with, which was showing up at farmers markets or makers markets all the time, like 50 to 100 events a year. I mean, full farmers market seasons are, 12, 15 weeks every single week and multiple locations each week, right? And those things are great visibility, but at the same time, you are borrowing shared traffic sources, and there's a lot of competition with that. You're sharing that with all the other vendors and makers, which, though that's lovely and community based, it's cold traffic and it's really a conversion issue. You're not going to get a huge piece of that share of the market. So instead, I learned how to drive my own traffic, and then I started to gain a share of that traffic in my modality to join my assets. Get it? Growth is contingent on opportunity, and so are sales, which is part of our company growth. And online is a saturated space full of opportunities because people are there. Take some time to consider those things mentioned today and reach out if you want to get started shifting into this market with guidance and technical support. We have a team of designers too to ensure that your voices are articulated well. And we love the mission of making people healthy. By strengthening your company, we are creating evidence of that mission. Thank you so much for being here.